A spontaneous act taking the form of a small sign which conveyed something shared by more than 53 million voting Americans in 2000 and more than 59 million voting Americans in 2004. We did not vote for Bush. The sign was held up by an American bridge team, the Venice Cup team, after winning an international tournament at Shanghai, China, as we told you yesterday in this news hour. Two members of that team, including the captain, will join us presently. The United States Bridge Federation was so offended by this act of free speech, it demanded a formal apology and wanted the Venice Cup team prohibited from participating in the World Bridge Olympiad and wanted other sanctions, including what amounted to a confession. And now, in our number one story in the countdown tonight, the team has offered to make an apology, but has been told that is not enough, that USBF members want blood. Joining me now, the captain of the Venice Cup Championship team and her daughter, also a member of the team, Jill Levin. Great, thanks for joining us, Ms. Greenberg. We'll get to the team's attempt at an apology in a moment, but what were your reasons for the sign in the first place?
Well, my reasons were a little bit different from the other members of the team because I was not actively at the table. I was the captain of the team and more involved in meetings with other captains and other officials. And in the course of those meetings, it became apparent that the captains, the officials from the other teams were not nearly as favorably disposed towards Americans as I remember that they always had been in the other years that I've been privileged to be a part of World Championships. There was definitely a somewhat skeptical feeling about America. So at the ceremony at the end when our team did so well and we were awarded the gold medal, which I wear with great pride, I felt that I personally wanted to do something to express to the other teams that I understood where they were coming from and why they didn't feel quite the same towards America and Americans as they had in other years. So we chose that way of expressing it. We stood up on the platform and we sang the national anthem and we waved the American flags, but one of us held the sign, which we all were part of, and it was our way of saying, despite the fact that we don't agree with some of the policies that this administration has stood for, we still love America because in America we're entitled to express that and try to effectuate a change. Or if we're not able to effectuate a change in policy, at least by the power of our vote, try to bring in a new administration. So we are still proud to be Americans, despite the fact we understand the feelings that you've expressed to us.
Jill
That
Evans,
was my personal view.
Jill, I understand your reasons were a little different. You want to go into that?
Well, the origins of my reasons were a little different. I would say over the course of the 3 weeks that I was in China, I was exposed to a lot more of the international press than I had been previously, and was seeing how the rest of the world views the actions of the Bush administration. And having previously been fortunate enough to be victorious and stand up there with pride in my country, in this particular instance, in light of what I had been reading, it didn't feel as prideful. And this was my way of saying that while I am very proud of my country, I am not proud of the things that my country are presently doing. It did not come from negative reactions from my actual opponents, however.
Jill, were you shocked when the offer was made to make an apology here? Were you shocked that people didn't say, okay, good enough?
I was shocked altogether at the backlash against what we had done, which we considered to be a diplomatic effort, part of the same feeling of being ambassadors for our country and our game that we've always taken to this. Our team has vast experience in world championships. But I was also surprised with the degree to which the USBF wanted to exert control over the actual wording of our apology. That was what made the apology itself unacceptable. It wasn't from our hearts, it was from what was being forced on us.
Gail Greenberg and Jill Levin, my apologies, but we're out of time here, but congratulations on what you did at the tournament, and I think you guys need to start a new league, the Free Speech Contract Bridge League. Great, thanks.